And the other options in this menu, there's an inventory for items. You can find these in chests which are lying around. There's like a sword which you can use to gain extra power when attacking things. Dynamite, which when you go to throw it, if you right, so there is a dynamite. So when you go to throw it, it explodes. If you hold forward and then left click, it should throw it further. It's not working for some reason. There's a camera, which is just a prop really. I have an ice cream, which is also just a prop, and a shield, which I don't imagine would shield you that much. In the characters menu, when you run around and discover new characters, like we just saw the caveman earlier, we can unlock them in this menu. So if we purchase one, say the vampire, if you click on him, you can turn into the vampire. And quite a few of these do have special attacks. So if we go into the character menu and pick the warlock, when you attack with this one, it actually casts a fireball. There are many different characters that you can choose and have different attacks and everything, but quite a few. Oops. Let's go down here. I've just spawned one. Yeah, most of them are just the normal punch attacks. But with this Dracula one, on the side we can click to turn into a bat. And we can fly around. Use spacebar to go up, and then control to come back down. And if we press the Dracula button again, it should turn us back. I have to be on the floor. You have to be on the floor to do that. Oops. Right, in the creatures menu, as you explore more and find new creatures like this, there's a bull here. This is one of the... I just unlocked him. This is one of the creatures that can attack, so if you left click, if someone's coming to get you, you can just attack them or knock things down and generally be destructive. We can spawn them, so say if we wanted a sheep, we click on there, and then we can spawn him and we end up riding them. But it's the same with all the others, you just click on them and they spawn. You only have to buy them the once and they're permanently unlocked. So there's a brown horse, bull, it's a black and white bull, a husky, which you can find in the Arctic biomes, a brown horse, which is just the general horse which you find everywhere, the sheep that we've just seen, polar bears, I'll get to that one in a second, the camels, just stand on flat ground, which actually does quite a funny emote. If you stand idle for a few moments, you do actually fall off and fall over like that. But you get back on and all's fine. And there is a bear, which is just your general black bear. It's a bit similar to the polar bear but brown. And lastly we have the dragon. If we get on this dragon does actually fly. If you jump a single amount, it just does a normal jump, but if you double tap the jump, it will actually fly into the air. If you hold the spacebar, you go higher, you press control to come back down, similar controls to the bats. But you can use the left click to attack, and it will actually fire fireballs, which are quite destructive over everything. And you can destroy entire houses. I think down there. No. There's a skeleton, which normally spawn at night. It's not. It's a goat. Let's attack the goat. Missed. And it does fire a fireball wherever you click. So if you clicked, say, at that tree over there, it will try and aim for that tree. And got it and destroyed it. So if we come down and get off the dragon. In the next menu we have vehicles. Vehicles randomly spawn around the map. We can have a dinghy, which is used in the water. It's not very good on land, obviously. If we get out of there, we have a small plane. If we spawn that. This does fly as well. The one strange thing about the plane is it will actually hover in one space and not actually move at all. This is a good way to quickly explore around the map if you do find one, and you can explore quite quickly using this. Use the space to go up, control to come down, similar to the dragon and the bat. Left and right to go left and right, obviously, and forward to go forward. Oops, just destroyed, trashing the place. We have a small helicopter. Just get up here. Helicopters. Let's go into that. No. What's happened? Right, dragon. Small helicopter, similar to the plane. Go forwards, backwards, sideways, up and down using the spacebar. It is a bit slower than the plane, so it's for if you want to fly around in the air but are looking for something and you don't really want to go quickly. I need the next ones is we have a hot rod car, which has a gun at the back, but I don't think it's actually usable. Use the WASD keys to drive around. You can drive up quite steep hills with this and run into things without damage. And we have a buggy, which is like a beach buggy. Similar controls to the hot rod, it just looks slightly different. You generally find these around beaches. Out there, and at the minute we have a lawnmower. So if you use this, if there's no grass here, I'll just go find some grass. Somewhere. Why is there no grass? I'll just go find some grass and I'll be back in a second. Right then, it does work on the side of hills, so I'll just quickly show you. Say on this side of the hill, if there's these round bits at the top of the Legos and you want them smoothing out, if you come up to them and press space and hold space, it will actually try and mow them out and smooth them out. So there's no more circles on the map, it's just all normal cubes. You can get the flat pieces which are got all the circle things on them. It'll make all those smooth like it is now. On the next menu we have brick builds. These are custom builds that come pre-made into the game. You can add your own into this. We'll get to that another time. So if you just click on one, say this Wild Western building, if you click on the building, it'll come up with this blueprint. So all you have to do is go wherever you wish to place the item, say at the top of this hill. All you have to do is left click and then watch the man build as he goes around with his Lego gun to prefabricate the building. When it's finished, you just press escape to get out of the menu, and there's your new house. There are quite a few different items you can make in these. These are free, the brick builds. So there's an archway. You can put an archway at the front. There's quite a few other buildings in there, like trees and cupcakes. You can have a candy land. So you can make quite a good town with that. In the sets, I'll just get this skeleton out of the way. Right, in these sets, as the genuine Lego sets that you can buy from the shops, I assume they'll be adding more. This is a changing season set, so if we spawn this, it's similar to the spawning of the Wild Western building. You just place it where you want it and wait for him to build it. These Lego sets do have interactable items, so you can use the items inside. Like there's a couple of NPCs that have spawned with it there. If you walk up to them, you can actually unlock them and have them as playable characters. So if we walk up to this mailbox, if you press E to use it, it'll do an animation. Looks like he's getting junk mail. You do get money for this, and there are quite a few emotes that you can do from this. I assume it's depending on what time of day it is. There's a lantern over here, which you can turn on. You seem to get money for every time you use an object, which is pretty strange. You can use the barbecue. He gets the hot dog and cooks the hot dog. Just press E to stop that. There's a sun lounger, even though it's night time. I think the morning sun's just coming. So he's got his drink, he's laying in the sun, having a good time. There's the friendly neighbour waving at me. What does he want? There is a diving board in the pool, so we can jump in the... No, don't do that. We want the pool. Okay, we're going to the house instead, which we can't see into. Where is he? Oh, he's upstairs, he's waving. Then we'll come outside. Right, try the diving board again. There we go. In we go. Okay, there's quite a few usable objects. Once you've actually spawned this, you can actually use these items in the brick builders, so you can spawn them as props. And in the props menu is the menu that we went into before, where you can buy the objects and you can spawn them at will anywhere you like. So you say you want the mailbox that's come in this set. If you have a look through the list, the mailbox is just there, so you can spawn the mailbox, come out the menu, and that mailbox is usable. So you press E on it, and it does the animation. I think he's trying to jump in the mailbox this time.